Video blogs are kind of interesting because we have the capability to bring, as we're seeing here, video images out through blogs, but there's a real question of how easily you can match the quality that people want to see from any kind of video feed, with anything approaching the ease you have of matching what you read in a newspaper by creating your own text. A lot of people can match word for word the text of an op-ed columnist in their blogs, and a lot of the things people write in their daily journals that they post on the web can be interesting and they can be searchable. You don't see that with video. It's pretty tough to come up and match the quality of what people are used to seeing on television on a video feed. And I think especially when people start moving away from computers and watching things on bigger screens, it's going to be pretty tough for amateurs to deliver satisfying video images that the people can be comfortable with. So I think that video blogs ultimately might separate between the more professional ones, so to speak, and the amateur. It's interesting to see how the video world of the internet is developing. iTunes obviously is the most popular place you can go and get podcasts. But we've seen the Google News and particularly YouTube have been fantastically successful in getting people to look at video, particularly in weird clips like teenagers fighting each other or nerds dancing, and also picking up stuff from network television in short little bursts that maybe the networks don't authorize. I think that iTunes is going to find its niche as a somewhat filtered version of what you could find out there. To have a really unmodulated access to virtually everything. I think the Google News, YouTube idea of taking on all comers and just having mild filtering for pornography and things like that, it has its niche, and iTunes is going to have its niche as saying, well, we're going to look at it a little more before we offer it to our users. I think nonetheless though that iTunes is going to look at the success of YouTube and be a little more open and try to get more and more offerings available to the people who want to download it and put it on their iPods. Ultimately, IPTV will be TV. The internet is going to be eventually the platform by which we see television, and the cable companies will have to accommodate themselves to that, particularly when the competition comes from others who offer unlimited channel choices, which is what IPTV offers. And if you have to think of IPTV as sort of like the web, instead of looking at some sort of grid with 70 channels, 100 channels, 500 channels, you look at something that offers you thousands of channels. So you have to use something more like a Yahoo or Google search engine in order to find what you want. And then you have your favorites, just like you have your web favorites that you'll come back to time and again. Right now, the difficulty we have in IPTV and the gap between what we see on the internet with unlimited choices and what we see in our living room is that the internet hasn't really jumped the chasm from the computer, or sorry, the IPTV hasn't jumped the chasm from the computer to the living room. We watch internet TV generally on our computers now. Eventually, we're going to see all our television delivered by the internet. So I think we have one more beat to go before we get these companies like Akimbo and other internet-based delivery systems to get to our living rooms where we lie back on the couch and just watch stuff.